sports cars fans? Ray from Philly here on Friday night, June the 17th, Friday night vintage. Well, this is kind of semi-vintage, but this is also my 10th episode for the Call to the Hall. I try and pick out players that potentially have a shot at the Hall of Fame, either with the BBWAA or the Veterans Committee, Errors Committee. In the 9 previous episodes, so I'm going to try and remember some of the players that I showed on the 9 previous episodes on the Call to the Hall. One was the 58 Topps Veda Pinson rookie, the 69 Topps Al Oliver rookie, 69 Topps Craig Nettles rookie, 70 Topps Darrell Evans rookie, 71 Topps Bobby Grich, 92 Bowman Carlos Delgado, the 93 Topps traded of Jim Edmonds rookie. And the last episode I showed was the 55 Topps Ken Boyer, who I'm a big fan of. Now, this is my 10th episode of the Call to the Hall, and for you Philly fans out there, and I'm on a little late because I was watching the Phillies sweep the doubleheader tonight against the Nationals. So you Phillies fans out there are going to like this one. The 2001 Bowman draft picks of Chase Utley and a Gem Mint 10. There's the front of that card and the back. Chase Utley, a very beloved Philly in the history of the Phillies organization, right up there with Schmitty. Great player, great second baseman. Traditional stats shows, you know, he doesn't have the 500 homers or 3,000 hits. Not too many second basemen do have that, but sabermetrics wise, this guy definitely is comparable to the Biggios and the Alomars, which I'm going to share a video with you in a second with Brian Kenny of MLB Network showing his comparisons with Utley. And when, you know, a few years ago I was like, nah, definitely not, but I've definitely been persuaded enough to think that I think Chase Utley is probably going to make the Hall of Fame. So this card's been going for a pretty high price. I totally lucked out from Mile High Auction House recently and won this Gem Mint 10 beauty, so I'm thrilled at that. So first of all, I'm going to flip the phone around and give you a closer look at the Gem Mint 10 Chase Utley rookie, and then go over some of his career highlights and see what Mr. Kenny thinks of Chase Utley. Alright, so we're back. So you get a much clearer, there's too much glare on when I show it the other way. Let's get a little bit more light in here. And Gem Mint 10, psyched to add this card, Chase Utley. This is, I think this is from the Futures game, or it's from his college days. I'm not sure. But this is the 2001 Bowman draft picks of Chase Utley in the Gem Mint 10. Like I said, you know, in the beginning, I was more of a traditional stats kind of a person when it came to the Hall of Fame. However, I'm thinking that the committees are definitely leaning more towards at least looking at the sabermetric stats, and this guy is definitely right up there with all of the greats that are in the Hall of Fame when it comes to comparing to the sabermetrics, when it comes to WAR, on base percentage, OPS, things like that. He was right up there. Clutch in playoffs, won a World Series in 2008. 2009 was unbelievable. Had a 35-game hitting streak in around, I think, 2006. Great fielder, great hitter, clutch player. I'm sold. I think he should and will get into the Hall of Fame. Let me know what you think. If Chase Utley, yay or nay, is Utley a Hall of Famer? And I think his first year of eligibility is coming up pretty soon, in another year, maybe 2. But I want to see what you guys think. I'm a yes for this one. On my other videos, some of them, half of them I was yes, like Veda Pinson I was a yes. Al Oliver I was a no. Nettles I thought he would get in, but I don't think he will. I don't think Darrell Evans will get in. Bobby Grich I say yes. I think he should be and will get in. Delgado I think eventually down the line will get in. Jim Edmonds, I don't know, I'm 50-50 on Jim Edmonds. And Ken Boyer, I do think eventually in the Errors Committee will get in. This is another yes for me, is Chase Utley. So now we're going to go to my laptop here. I'm going to share a screen here to show what a guy who I follow a lot, Brian Kenny on MLB Network, and show what he says and giving his argument on Chase Utley. Okay, and we're back. So I'm on Baseball Reference here just to go over his numbers quickly before I share the video. Utley was a 6-time All-Star, 4 times Silver Slugger Award winner, 2008 World Series champion, 1,885 career hits, 259 home runs, a 275 career batting average, 1,025 RBIs, 154 stolen bases, and a 117 OPS plus. Played most of his career with the Phillies, excuse me, and the last 3.5 seasons with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Go down here, and where they do the Hall of Fame monitor. He has a Hall of Fame monitor of 94. A likely Hall of Famer is usually 100, so he's very close to that. Similar batters, 2 of them of the top 10 are Hall of Famers at his position, which is Bobby Doerr and Joe Gordon. So he's compared to, those are the 2 closest second basemen as far as Baseball Reference goes, as who he is compared to with a Hall of Famer. So now we're going to go to the video here. And I'm going to take myself off the screen here. And let's take a look at what Mr. Kenny says.
Is Chase Utley a Hall of Famer?
I think it's a biased opinion on my end. I'm a big fan of him, but seeing what he does consistently when I was 18 years old really took a toll on me. It made me realize what it takes to be a big sabermetrics pitcher.
Go ahead, roll out the numbers.
Thank you, Adrian.
Roll out the numbers.
I'm a peak guy, right? And it can be simple. It's like, our own John Heyman is. If you have a guy who was great for 7-8 years, you don't have to be great for 15 years or good for 15 years. I'd rather have the peak guy. And take a look. If you look at like the 7 peak WAR score, average Hall of Famer is a 44. The 7 best years for wins above replacement, Utley's way above that. Utley compares to plenty of second base Hall of Fame.
Hey, numbers don't lie. In my book, I think he's a Hall of Famer. Like you said, you take his 10-year stretch or whatever, and he says he wants to play again next year, so he can maybe add some numbers to it. But just his stretch, it wasn't a better offensively second baseman in the game for 7-8 years, and he won the World Series. So, and he done damage in the postseason. So.
And Juan, you asked for this because you said, wait a second, Roberto Alomar, because I threw that out. I said, yeah. Now look, as great as Roberto Alomar was, OPS plus league average is 100. So over their 10-year peak, right now we're talking a good bulk of their career. Alomar had 127. So did Chase Utley. And WAR, if you put in the defense and the base running, Utley was underrated as far as his base running. He's a 6-win player. That's a Hall of Famer.
It is, and when you look at him compared to the 2 most recent second basemen to go in, Alomar and Biggio, I certainly think he's in that conversation. And the WAR numbers, while, Brian, I still can't come to grips with the fact that they don't fully account for defense. They do, but it's a measure.
Right,
they attempt to, but we don't know if the measure is accurate. Okay, but regardless of that, he was a solid defensive player, an excellent base runner, and beyond all that, a very, very good hitter, maybe even a great hitter, and a player who had some postseason moments, and I will throw some subjectivity into this. This guy with this franchise, you see it right there, how beloved he was. That matters, in my opinion. It's the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. If it goes over the top, sure.
Yeah.
You need a tiebreaker.
It's not where you start.
That, right.
Okay, so let's stop that over there and get back to where I'm at. And there we are. So that's what they're thinking about Chase Utley. Let me know what you think. Here's the last look again at the 2001 Bowman draft picks, Chase Utley and a Gem Mint 10. So there was Call to the Hall, episode number 10. Thanks for sticking by me on these episodes. I really have fun on these. Let me know maybe who do you think I should be previewing on the Call to the Hall, if you think if someone that's not on the Hall of Fame that should be. So until then, stay tuned for more PSA graded baseball cards. And like I always say, have fun with the guys, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
America, what do you love best?
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
What was that again?
We love baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Oh.
Baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
That's baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet, huh?
Baseball and hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet. They go together in the girl USA. Baseball and hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet.
Makes sense.